So in the last video when I did what if Kevin Durant never left that big three Brooklyn Nets team, I said that I wanted to do this one next, and that is what if Kristaps Porzingis and Jalen Brunson never left Luka Doncic in the Dallas Mavericks. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Now, Brunson did leave Dallas. Kristaps ended up getting traded to Washington, and this 2021 Dallas Mavericks team ended up going to the playoffs against the LA Clippers, lost to 7 against them in round 1. Just watching Luka against the Clippers for 2 straight years was super fun, because in the bubble playoffs, they did lose to them in 6 games in round number 1, and then in the 2022 playoffs, they ended up beating the Utah Jazz in round 1, basically ended that team's current state because they ended up trading Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert in that future offseason. And then they surprised everybody when they beat the Phoenix Suns in 7 games to advance to the Western Conference Finals. They did lose to the Golden State Warriors, and then Jalen Brunson ended up signing with the New York Knicks. He's turned into an all-NBA caliber point guard. That's the way he's playing in current day. Kristaps Porzingis has been a great, probably 4th option for the Boston Celtics in current day, and Luka Doncic is still up there in the MVP conversation. But what if these 3 guys stayed together? Now, if Jalen Brunson stayed, you never would have got Kyrie Irving. You probably never end up getting Derek Lively, but I think you'd probably still take the trio of Luka, Kristaps, and Brunson over Luka, Kyrie, and Lively, but you guys can let me know that in the comments. So, also this team was surrounded by very good role players like Tim Hardaway Jr. and Dorian Finney-Smith. THJ is still there current day, but Dorian Finney-Smith was in that Kyrie Irving trade. We do have Josh Green, who was their most recent first overall pick, or first round pick at 18 overall. We do have Dwight Powell, Maxi Kleber, Boban Marjanovic, and Willie Cauley-Stein. So not a great kind of backup big man group. And then I did throw Dante Exum on this team because unfortunately I couldn't get JJ Redick. Erase what I said about JJ Redick or Dante Exum. And then we also do have JJ Redick, who I had to import kind of as a player DNA on the team, who ended up getting traded in this season from the Pelicans to the Mavericks. And we also have the enforcer James Johnson as well. They had a couple second rounders like Tyler Bay and Tyrell Terry, who I was super high on in the 2020 draft. They never really panned out though. So I do think that this team, I mean, with Luka Doncic, could win a championship in year 1. And I'm very excited to see how Kristaps and everybody around him kind of develop. So what we could do is we could start JJ Redick and we could make Brunson just be that ultimate 6 man, but I kind of want to see what he can be with him in the starting 5. So yeah, I think this will be the starting 5. JJ Redick will be the 6 man. He was 36 years old at the time. I do think I have to change his age a little bit. Dwight Powell can get 20 minutes. We can give Josh Green 20 minutes, 15 Maxi Kleber, but injuries are on, and this team does lack some depth. So yeah, we're going to need to look to add in that department over time. System proficiency under Jason Kidd right now is 3.5 stars. This coach was Rick Carlisle, but Jason Kidd ended up being the coach a year later. So game number 1 is on the road against the San Antonio Spurs, and we ended up losing by 13. Yeah, this Spurs team still had DeMar DeRozan and DeJounte Murray as well. Luka Doncic had 23, 18, and 6. He had 7 turnovers. Kristaps had 23 and 13. Brunson shot 5 for 11. All right, wait, who shot 1 for 10 from 3? Was that JJ Redick? Nope, that was Tim Hardaway Jr. Gross. All right, home game here against the Nets, and we still can't get our first win. Brunson had 22. Luka had a triple-double, but it was not enough. When are we going to get our first dub? We are 0-2 to start off the year, and boom, there it is. We end up beating Desmond Bane and John Moran and the Memphis Grizzlies. Luka with 39, 11, and 9, and 3 steals as well. That's the Luka I expect to see. Jalen Brunson with 20 points. Kristaps with 11 here. I'm interested to see who emerges as the number 2 option throughout the year. Will it be Kristaps? Will be Jalen Brunson? I'm excited to see. All right, so through the team's first 30 games, we are 16 and 14. Luka Doncic is averaging almost a 30-point triple-double. He could win multiple MVPs in this video. Jalen Brunson is the number 2 scorer this year. Great efficiency, 20 points, 4.5 assists tonight, has been a nice number 2 option. Kristaps, also a great number 3 option. He could be a 50, 40, 90, 7'3" big man by the end of the year with 2.3 blocks a night. Finney-Smith did just get hurt, but he's only out 1 to 2 weeks. JJ Redick is shooting 38% from 3. 39% from the field, though. Tim Hardaway Jr., 37% from 3 as well. Josh Green is shooting 31% from 3, 45 from the field. Like I said, we definitely need to improve the bench options at some point. I mean, he could get traded at any point, but I'm going to give Tim Hardaway Jr. a 2-year extension worth around $12 million. So now we have him under control for 4 more years. And I don't think he has a definite spot on this team because I could look to trade it. It's a very tradable contract, so we could use to leverage that contract for something larger going forward. I'm not really sure. Maybe we're looking for a more rim protector like center, and then Kristaps can move to the power forward spot. Like, that could be an interesting idea for sure. All right, so we're here at the trade deadline. We're 29 and 23. The Denver Nuggets are the 1 seed in the Western Conference. Shout out to this Utah Jazz team, man. Number 3 in the West. It's crazy that that was the team a few seasons ago. You do have the Suns team before they went out and they got Kevin Durant basically as the 4 seed. Damn, 2K does not like the Clippers. They are currently the 14th seed right now with PG and Kawhi Leonard, but with all the veterans around them. I'm trying to think on who we can go out and make a move for, because I want to keep JJ Redick. I mean, we could look to move Tim Tim Hardaway Jr., but I think we could look to move him in the offseason. I wouldn't be opposed to trading away Josh Green, but we could definitely use like more youth on the team, so maybe that's not the greatest idea. We do have pretty much all our draft picks besides the 2020, well, 1 first and 23 first from the Kristaps Porzingis trade. So this year's first I will give to the Knicks, and the 2023 one is top 10 protected. And it's funny because we clowned like Mark Cuban and Jason Kidd and Luka Doncic all for sitting out like those final games of last year's season, so they missed the play-in tournament, so they got a top 10 pick, and ended up getting them Derek Lively, which is kind of crazy because they were able to trade him and Bertans to move down 2 spots, and then they were end up able to take Lively, which was just crazy to do, or crazy to pull off, I should say, because Lively has been great for them so far. But I couldn't really find a trade that I like, so I think I'm just gonna roll with this team into the playoffs. You got Luka Doncic number 2 in the MVP race right now. You got Kyle Kuzma on the Lakers in the 6th Man of the Year race. Shout out to DiVincenzo in Houston there. Jordan Poole, Golden State, Naz Reid, a young Naz Reid there in Minnesota. So I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Hopefully we can stay healthy for the playoffs, and we'll see how far this team can go in the Western Conference. It is going to be without Dwight Powell though, as he cracked his neck vertebrae and he's out for the season. Glad that happened after the trade deadline. All right, so Luka Doncic wins MVP at the end of the 2021 season. He still hasn't gotten one in real life, but he gets his first one here as a 22, 23-year-old. 28 points, 11.6 rebounds, 9.3 assists, a steal and a half a night. 51% from the field, 44 from 3, 79 from the line in 36 minutes. The dude was an absolute stud for us. He, I believe, also played in all 82 games. Yes, sir. Shout out to John Wall winning 6th Man of the Year in Milwaukee. And Luka is joined by Shea, Giannis, Trae Young, and Embiid on All-NBA first team. All-NBA second team, you got LaMelo Ball basically as a rookie, Jason Tatum, Nikola Jokic, Russ in Washington, and James Harden. Also, shout out to Luka Doncic making all defensive first team as well with Ben Simmons, Giannis, Triple J, and Gobert. And your Dallas Mavericks are your 1 seed in the Western Conference. We're taking on the 8-seeded Denver Nuggets in round 1. We finished with 51 wins, which is a good season, but not a number 1 seed season by any means. Denver kind of fell off since I last showed it to you guys, because they were the 1 seed. Now they finished number 7, but they got the 8th spot from the play-in tournament since they lost to Phoenix. And yeah, it's basically the team with Aaron Gordon, because they ended up getting him throughout that season at the trade deadline when the Magic blew it up. Jokic, Jamal Murray, Will Barton, Michael Porter Jr. Taking a look here at the stats from this season, as Luka was the number 1 scorer. He does have a strained right hip he's day-to-day right now. Jalen Brunson, number 2, 20.7 points, 2.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, shot 39 from 3. Kristaps, 19 points and 9 rebounds, 2 blocks as well, and shot 37% from 3. JJ Redick, 40% from downtown, 14 points a night. There's Tim Hardaway Jr., 41% from 3, 44% from the field. Dorian Finney-Smith, there's Josh Green. Dwight Powell will be out, though, for the playoffs. Well, he'll be back in 1 to 2 weeks, actually. So we're going to go with Boban Marjanovic as the, I guess, backup center. Kleba can get like 14 minutes a night, sure. JJ Redick will probably do like 26 too, and we'll probably do 26 to Hardaway Jr. 35 to KP is good with me, 29 Finney-Smith, 26 Josh Green, 35 Brunson, 41 to Luka. System proficiency is 4 stars. Well, that's perimeter-centric. What if we go to balance, which would be 3.5. All right, game 1 against Denver. We end up winning. Let's go. Luka with a triple-double, 35, 19, and 11 in game number 1. Brunson was phenomenal. Let's go. Game number 2, we end up winning this one. Kristaps with 43 and 13. Luka with 24, 6, and 7. 3 steals as well. Brunson with a double-double. So we win game number 3 by 3 points. Luka with 35, 15, and 8. Dorian Finney-Smith with 27. Brunson 24. Kristaps 18 and 9. This Denver Nuggets team beat Portland in round number 1 and then went out and lost to the Suns, I believe, in 4 games in round number 2. That was the famous like Suns in 4 guy, and then they ended up losing that series. Yeah, so game number 4, are we going to sweep them in round number 1? Brunson, bruised left heel, he could play through it though. They win game 5. Excuse me, game number 4. Luka with 35, 12, and 7. 4 steals as well. Game number 5. Don't blow a 3-1 lead. Okay, it is 3-2. Luka had a triple-double, but we lost by 10. So now what we're going to do is we're basically just going to give Boban Marjanovic's minutes over to Dwight Powell, who is returning from that cracked vertebrae, like a really crazy injury. Don't let them force a game 7. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. Jamal Murray had 40 in this game. Luka had 62 points, and we lost 62, 9, and 8. Finney-Smith at 25 and 8, and we lost by 1 point in overtime. 156-155. All right, here we are, game number 7 in round 1. We are on pace to be blowing a 3-0 lead. Really, 2K? You're going to do that to me? Or are we going to prevail and advance? Okay, it's looking really good for us right now, up by 14. This would be the biggest choke job of all time. All right. we, just by the skin of our teeth, advanced to round number 2. We almost blow like that double-digit lead in the fourth quarter. Brunson at 20-7, Josh Green at 23-3, Kristaps with a double-double, Luka with a triple-double, and we're advancing to take on Portland. So this Portland team has Carmelo Anthony. Shout out to him. Yeah, I guess in that 2021 season, still on Portland. And then he finished his career in LA, yeah. You have Thibault, who they, I guess, traded for throughout the regular season. They have McCollum and Lillard in that backcourt still. They got a young Anthony Simons as their sixth man. Looks like they picked up Buddy Hield as well, and they also have Norman Powell. So they have a decent amount of like guards. We do win game number 1, though, by 24 points. Kristaps with 37, Luka with 31, 12, and 9. Game number 2 is going to go to Dallas. We end up winning this one by 6 points. We win them both at home, 40, 17, and 8 for Luka. He's currently averaging 36, 12, and 9 in the playoffs on 61, 52, 72 splits. This dude is insanely efficient from the field and from 3, but he can't hit a free throw. Just blows my mind. All right, let's see what happens here in game number 3. They end up winning this one. Lillard had 38. Kristaps had 33, 11, 1, 1, 1. Luka had 30, 15, and 7. I'm just not even fazed by those stat lines anymore. And they tie it up. Who's struggling in this game? I don't really know. I guess Luka 7 for 25. Yeah, he did struggle. Kristaps and Brunson both played well. Both a future Nick and a former Nick there. Game number 5, though, we end up winning. Luka with a 38-point triple-double. Kristaps with 20. Come on, let's win in 6. Don't go to another game 7, please. Let's go. Brunson's fully healthy from that heel injury. 39, 14, and 10 for Luka. 28 for Brunson. 26, 11, and 7 blocks for Kristaps. So we're going up against the New Orleans Pelicans here in the conference finals. The Pelicans did not go to the playoffs in real life at this time, and yeah, they do have Lonzo Ball at the point guard spot. They acquired Al Horford from the Thunder midseason. He's their starting center. Obviously, they have Ingram and Zion. Steven Adams as well off the bench. So let's see what happens. Game number 1, they win. Luka had 25, 16, and 12. But we did lose. 11 rebounds for KP. We lost by 22 points. Not great. We do win game number 2, though. 51-point triple-double for Luka. We stay alive. Game number 3, we win. Okay, because if we went down 2-0, I would have been like, oh, I'm kind of scared. But Kristaps 29-11. JJ Redick, there we go. I feel like I have not said his name at all in the playoffs, but he's been very good for us. All right. As we win by 3, we're up 2-1. Can we make that 3-1? Nope, they tie it up. Luka had a 24-point triple-double here. Kristaps had 37, 3, and 2. Game number 5, we end up winning. Luka with 35, 11, 9, and 3 steals. Can we go to the NBA Finals? Nope, we are going to another game 7. Damn, Luka had a 34-point triple-double. Winner's going to take on KD, Kyrie, Harden, and the Brooklyn Nets. Let's see what happens here. We don't have the best first quarter. We have an even worse second quarter. We're down by 18 at one point. We really need to come back here in the fourth quarter. I mean, we're only down by 8 right now. We're only down by 8. It's possible, but it's not looking great. We're down by 11 with just under 4 minutes to go. This would have to be a crazy comeback. We almost had it. And Luka wins Conference Finals MVP. And we lost. Damn. Harden Eastern Conference Finals MVP. We lost by 6. We were flirting with the comeback there towards the end of the game. Brandon Ingram had 31 and 7. All right, that's Pelicans here in the NBA Finals. Let's see who wins this one, and it is going to be the Pelicans in 7, and Zion Williamson is your Finals MVP in what would be just his second year of his career. So Greg Popovich is heading to the Hall of Fame. Well, he retires. He would be heading to the Hall of Fame. So we would not own our first round pick. I will be sending it to the New York Knicks. The Magic get the number 1 overall pick. We'll see if they take Cade Cunningham. They ended up with Suggs, and then they had the Bulls pick to get Franz Wagner in real life. Our pick is at 26, so we will be sending that to the Knicks from the Kristaps Porzingis trade. The Knicks also have the 5th overall pick in this draft as well. So we're going to keep Jason Kidd as our head coach because this is the offseason when the Dallas Mavericks ended up signing him. We're going to try to poach like Will Hardy from the Boston Celtics at the time to make him one of our top assistants. All right, so Josh Green's going to be a restricted free agent. I'm wondering if I can move Maxi Kleba. And yeah, we're going to get a little bit more size here. We're going to sacrifice some floor spacing with Kleba. We're going to trade him and a second rounder for Chris Boucher from the Toronto Raptors. So let's see how the 2021 draft goes. The Orlando Magic select Evan Mobley. He goes number 1 overall here. Number 2, Josh Giddey goes to the Indiana Pacers. I don't know if I would have done that, Indiana. 3 is Cade Cunningham. Him and LaMelo Ball is going to be just an insane deal. I'm pretty sure that's what happened in the Brooklyn Nets rebuild that I just did. The Spurs at number 4 are selecting Scotty Barnes, and the Knicks at number 5 select Jalen Suggs. Jonathan Kuminga goes 6. Is Josh Green, or excuse me, Jalen Green going to fall in this draft? There is a trade, though, 7 for Jeremy Grant and a top 3 protected first round pick. So the Knicks, who had Jeremy Grant, select Davion Mitchell. Jalen Green ends up going to the Rockets, but later in the top 10. 9, the Detroit Pistons are going to trade their pick, and they are going to send it to the Hawks for DeAndre Hunter. Interesting. And then they take Alperen Sengun with that pick. That's a nice move by them. And then Trey Murphy goes to the Clippers at number 10. So our only pick is late in the second round. There's actually a couple guys that are some real players that I know of. Like, obviously, we could take Isaiah Todd. We take Justin Champagnie there. We could take Terry Taylor. But I'm going to take the 2023 slam dunk champion, Mac McClung. So let's do that. Out of Texas Tech, I'm pretty sure he played at Georgetown as well. So rookie signings, we are going to sign him to a 2-way contract. Team player options, we got none at the moment. Bunch of guys opt out here. Russell Westbrook is a free agent, but he really wouldn't fit our team. Josh Green, I guess we're going to look to give him a restricted contract offer here. It shouldn't be too much. It's not like we have cap space anyway. So let me figure out Josh Green first, and then we'll see who we're going to bring back. We're probably going to lose JJ Redick as well. So I'm going to give Josh Green $34 million over 3 years. So who are the best type of players that we could sign? Kyle Lowry, he's 38 campaign. I mean, we could use another point guard. A veteran like Kyle Lowry would be nice. He has 0 offers right now, so I could probably even give him the minimum and get him on that. Luke Kennard would help us with some floor spacing. Gary Harris would be a nice system match as well. I think I'm going to pick up... do I want to pick up Luke Kennard? Ooh, I'll actually pick up Malik Beasley. We'll take a flyer on him, a 2-year deal, team option. Yeah, that's a nice contract. So are we able to sign him and Lowry? We get Beasley. Do we get Kyle Lowry? Boom, there we... Wait, what? I signed him to the minimum. Can I not afford him? That just doesn't make any sense. I literally got him on the minimum. What the heck? Oh, Malik Monk would be such a good fit on this team. So I assume, yeah, he's going to sign with a different team. He signs with Portland. And now 2K will allow me to sign JJ Redick. So we are going to sign him on a 2-year deal. So we do have a plethora of wings right now. I think we're going to look to move maybe Tim Hardaway Jr., or Josh Green. I mean, JJ Redick, we signed him to a 2-year deal. I have no idea how much longer he's going to play, but I'm going to see what we can get for Hardaway. Because if we can get like a better backup center, I would be a big fan of that. And we're going to send him to the Indiana Pacers for recently drafted Isaiah Jackson. So we're going to do this, and they are going to agree to that. They're looking for some more wing help. We're going to miss him, but, I think we'll be fine going forward. And if Jackson plays well enough, I am not opposed to making Kristaps a power forward, where I think he could be best suited. We'll see, though. As LeBron signs with the Knicks, Harden re-signs with the Nets. Kawhi goes back to Toronto. Would you look at that? Paul George joins Evan Mobley in Orlando. Russell Westbrook goes to Detroit, the Motor City. Pascal stays in Toronto. Clay stays in Golden State. Wood and Tobias stay on their current teams as well. Kemba goes to Houston. All right, so Brunson regresses. 5 overalls. Okay, 2K. I don't know what happened there. I didn't change his position. I did alter his age a little bit, but wow, he took a hit this year. I don't know, though. He wasn't an 88 overall. Interesting. Maybe it's just something to do with the downloaded roster. All right, I actually like this team that we can kind of roll out this year. I like Chris Boucher next to Kristaps. If he could shoot maybe 32% from 3, that would be huge for us. So Finney Smith's going to be moved to the bench. Malik Beasley could be like the first guy in if an injury does occur. Dwight Powell's going to get like 10 minutes a night. We'll go 20 to Finney Smith. We'll go probably 18 Isaiah Jackson for now. JJ Redick will get 25 minutes as the 6th man. I know it's a lot to ask for somebody that's, 37 years old to be our 6th man, but we don't really have a better option right now. Brunson's going to get 34 minutes. Kristaps 34. We'll do 38 to Luka, and then we'll do 3 more to Green, 4 more to Chris Boucher. Under Jason Kidd, we are 4-star balance. First game of the season's on the road against Memphis. We lost by 5. Carmelo Anthony, or no, that's not Carmelo, that's Cole Anthony, drops 23 points. So now I got to figure out who is who because Carmelo is in this game. And then we have Luka dropping a triple-double in the L. So we have a home game here against Boston. Are we going to start off the season 0-2 again like we did last year? Oh, and that's great. So after the Celtics game, Chris Boucher dislocates his left patella. He's going to be out 4 to 6 months. All right, so we're pretty much just going to throw Dorian Finney-Smith back in as a starting power forward. All right, so we'll probably get him back at the end of the season, which is very annoying. So Malik Beasley, welcome to the starting, or welcome just to the rotation. Well, I guess I'm glad I got Isaiah Jackson. So we end up blowing them out 162-111. Damn, Boucher was playing well through the first 2 games too. Luka just has an insane triple-double, 46, 15, and 8. Brunson with 31. I mean, this is a good team. We're still going to be able to make moves at some point. Throughout the season. It just sucks we're going to lose Boucher for pretty much the whole regular season. This team is currently 17-19 as we just started the the calendar year of 2022. So this was the team that ended up going to the conference finals and losing to the Golden State Warriors. And we are now 17-20. We are currently the 11th seed in the Western Conference. Offensively, though, we're the 5th best team, I guess offensively, we're the 9th best team. Defensively, we're the 5th worst team. Not too good. I mean, our injuries haven't been that bad outside of Boucher, so I'm not really sure what the issue is. Brunson is taking a little bit of a step back. Okay, well, that is not great. Josh Green is shooting 39% from the field and 29% from 3, and Malik Beasley isn't much better. So we'll just keep an eye on this team, and hey, who knows? We do have our first round pick this year. Maybe we're going to end up picking in the lottery. And we get Chris Boucher back before the trade deadline. I mean, this team is 21-25 at the moment, so we're definitely not doing as well as I thought we would have. All right, so we are here at the trade deadline with a 24-27 record. I'm like, do I even try to go all in this season? We're just like a brutal road team this season. We are 3-10 in the division, so going up against like the Grizzlies, the Rockets, the Spurs, and the Pelicans. Damn, the Clippers are really bad. Oh, do we make a trade for Kawhi Leonard, or do they not even have him anymore? I guess, or is he hurt? Is Kawhi Leonard like out for the year? No, I guess he left. Wait, what? Did they trade away Kawhi? I'm really confused because I don't remember him being a free agent, but he may have been one. Wow, Mikal Bridges was traded for Norm Powell. I should have did that. All right, so I think we're going to be more of a seller than a buyer. I mean, we're not going to really have cap space because Brunson is a free agent at the end of the year, and I'm going to try to win a championship with these guys as like the big three. I think I would like to keep Boucher around. Like, he's been pretty good, but I could probably get something valuable for him back. All right, so the Minnesota Timberwolves have a plethora of big men at the moment. So they are trying to make the playoffs. We're going to trade them JJ Redick and Malik Beasley in 2 seconds for Naz Reid and maybe a second back. We'll see if they'll accept that, and they do. So we pick up Naz Reid, who's going to be a nice addition for us going forward. I do plan on re-signing him. Like, look at his numbers. They're pretty good. I may move him to the power forward spot. Would his overall change at all? Nope, it doesn't. Because I believe I don't know if he has a player option. He does. He probably will opt out, but at least we're going to be able to re-sign him there. Let's just worry about this Luka deal. Let's get him re-signed for 2 more years. Brunson will re-sign. I'm going to pay him. It's a little bit of an overpay, but my goal of this video is still to win with him and KP as like the big 3 with Luka. Finney Smith, I'm going to bring back as well. Always can trade him. I think I want to keep Chris Boucher. Like, the dude's pretty good. I'm wondering if I want to like maybe sell like Josh Green. It would probably be at his lowest value, though. So we're going to make this trade with the Knicks. I'm going to be trading Josh Green, and we're sending them back Frank Ntilikina, who we had on the minimum, for Derrick Rose, who probably won't be on this team next year, but he's actually having a fine season this year, and Kelly Oubre Jr., who's a little bit older than Josh Green, but I think I want a more veteran wing off the bench now that we traded away Tim Hardaway Jr. last offseason. So we got a little bit younger. We have these contracts long-term, so I like where we're at going forward. Yeah, Luka's getting paid a ton of money. Brunson now, Kristaps. Naz Reid I plan on opting is probably going to opt out and re-sign, but I like where we're going after this season. This season's just going to be kind of a wash. And we're also going to sign Chris Boucher. He wants the minimum, but I'm going to pay him a little bit more just because I can probably include him in a trade later on as well, because he's had a fine season for us, and like even as a backup big going forward, I want to have him around. And Luka Doncic gets a left foot stress fracture. He's out 4 to 6 weeks. And we actually had a great second half. We are 39-33 as well. It looks like we could sneak in as a playing tournament team. Hey, we could even make a top 6 seed, but yeah, we're going to have to do it without Luka. So, hey, we're going to have to see Brunson shine. Let's see first game without Luka. KP had a good game. Same with Brunson. So Nikola Jokic wins MVP this year, actually averaging a triple-double, 24.5 points, 11.5 rebounds, 11.1 assists. He won MVP in real life as well in the 2022 season. Cade Cunningham takes home Rookie of the Year as the 3rd overall pick on the Charlotte Hornets. Kyle Kuzma wins 6th Man of the Year in LA. Giannis takes home DPOY, and James Wiseman, shout out to him, winning Most Improved. LaMelo Ball, Clutch Player of the Year, and Mark Dagnall of the OKC Thunder, Coach of the Year. You got Jokic, Luka, who's going to be day-to-day, Giannis, LaMelo, and Russ all on NBA first team. Second team, you got LeBron. On the Knicks, Josh, Shea, Harden, and Trae Young. And you got Kevin Durant on 3rd team. All right, so we did make the playoffs as the 8th seed. We would have made it higher probably if Luka Doncic did not get hurt towards the end of the year. But hey, we got Derrick Rose as our point guard, at least for the time being. We're going to be going up against the San Antonio Spurs in the first leg of the play-in tournament. So hey, who knows? Maybe we can make a run. We do have to win this first game, though, without Luka Doncic. Just kidding. He'll be back for it. So here we go. Texas team versus Texas team. Dallas versus San Antonio. Can we defeat them and make the playoffs as the 7th seed this year? And it looks like that is going to be the case. So we did not have a good first half of the year, but, you know, we finished off the second half strong. Even without Luka Doncic, we were able to be the 7th seed. Shout out to Derrick Rose. Shout out to the Kelly Oubre pickup as well. And we are going to be taking on the New Orleans Pelicans, the team that beat us in the conference finals last year. So we can look to get revenge. Game number 1. We ended up losing this one, unfortunately. Luka had 22 and 11, Brunson 21, KP 21, but we lost by 2. What a 4th quarter choke job as well. Game number 2 goes to the Pelicans. Unfortunately, Zion had 35 and 15. Luka had 43, 9 and 9 and 40 minutes played. Naz Reid had 20 and 24. But unfortunately, we lost by 21. We do lose game number 3. Luka had a triple-double. All right, well, I guess that's the end of our season, man. I really wonder why this team, I thought, like, would have been a little bit better on paper. But you know what? We're going to have some cap flexibility going forward. Shout out to Kelly Oubre, maybe being the worst playoff performer of all time in the first 3 games. Derrick Rose, not much better. Chris Boucher's been awful. All right, well, I can see why we're down 3-0. and we end up getting swept. So now I'm kind of pissed that we made it to the playoffs. Oh, I wish we would just like lose in the play-in tournament and got a lottery draft pick. Shout out to Shea winning Western Conference Finals MVP and Garland in the East. Thunder versus the Cavs, and the Thunder win at 6 with Shea winning Finals MVP. You guys did want me to override like LeBron whenever he retires here in 2K, especially if it's after like year 1 in a normal rebuild. So I'll start doing that. Tibbs retires though as the Knicks head coach. I guess like he wanted to go out with LeBron. All right, so draft lottery time. We were probably going to be picking right outside the lottery, probably like 17 or 18. Yep, we are picking 18th in this draft. The Hornets, who have LaMelo and Cade, are picking number 1. They have a chance to add Paolo Banchero. That would be a sick big 3. Jason Kidd's contract is up, but I would like to bring him back. He has good ratings. I'm not going to promote like Will Hardy yet, and yeah, we're going to offer Jason Kidd a 4-year extension. I could always fire him, but I think he's a fine head coach for us. All right, so before I make any trades, I do want to maybe select somebody at 18, and Chet Holmgren goes number 1. So hey, you know what? You're going to take Paolo, you're going to take Chet. Fine with me. So they have Cade, LaMelo, and Chet. That is a sick big 3. The Bulls, they get Paolo Banchero, which is a pretty dope pickup as well for them at 2. And then J-Dub goes 3 to the Nets. They were in the finals last year. Wow, Jabari Smith goes 4 to the Suns. And the Jazz at 5, I think, are trading the pick. And they're moving that with Rui for Trae Young. Whoa, all right, Trae Young is a Utah Jazz now, and the Hawks are going to take Benedict Mathurin. I forgot who they traded Hunter for last year, but you know what? They're making some moves. The Clippers are trading the 6th overall pick for Cam Johnson and a 1st. The Suns are kind of blowing it up, and they take Jaden Ivey here. I mean, that's a good addition to them as well, and the Hawks end up with Walker Kessler here. So I don't know if the Hawks had 2 first-round picks here, but we could take Dyson Daniels, we could take Mark Williams, Malachi Branham, Tari Eason is available here. I do like the idea of snagging Mark Williams. It's either him or Eason. I mean, maybe we can get Eason in the 2nd round. Dyson Daniels would probably be a good pick as well. But yeah, we are going to go with Mr. Mark Williams with the selection, the center out of Duke. Just get even more size and big man on the squad. Like, we have so many big men at the moment. Unfortunately, though, we did not have a 2nd rounder. So yeah, the Hawks had 6 and or they had 5 and they had 7 because they traded Trae Young. So they had Mather and Kessler. They have a young team though. I like the rebuild that the Hawks currently have right now. Naz Reid opts into his player option. Did not expect that. Same with Dwight Powell. Giannis, Jimmy, Kyrie, Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, all free agents this summer. I'm going to give Isaiah Jackson the qualifying offer. So if we're taking a look at this Hawks rebuild right now, they have AJ Griffin, Herter, Hashimura, Mather, and Kessler. Oh yeah, they got Şengün Maço, Aaron D. Smith. You know what? It's not a bad young core right now. So we could sign like a Trey Jones, a Quentin Grimes, a KCP. Wow, we could actually pick up some guys here. Trey Murphy, who I guess got like his rights renounced or something. Jalen Smith, Trey Lyles, Denny Avdia. So right now we have about what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys. I think we could look to move somebody though. And I'm going to do this trade with the LA Lakers. I'm giving them Dorian Finney-Smith and Dwight Powell for Taylor Horton-Tucker and a 2027 lottery protected 1st round pick, which is technically like a 2024 lottery protected 1st. So we are going to do that. We still have some money to spend here. I like the idea of getting Quentin Grimes and hopefully just developing him here in Dallas, kind of like what Jaden Hardy would end up being for them. So could I maybe snag him on a 4-year deal? I don't know if they would match that. Obviously, I'd like to bring back Isaiah Jackson. We're going to renounce the rights on Derrick Rose, Otto Porter, Mac McClung as well. We do have an $11.86 million trade option. I don't think they matched it, so let's go. We are going to pick up Quentin Grimes. That is very nice. And then we're going to give Isaiah Jackson 3 years, $34 million as well. So we technically don't have a small forward for next year, but I guess that will just be Kelly Oubre, who I'm going to move to a small forward there. But I mean, I like this. I like Horton-Tucker as a backup point guard, Grimes as a backup shooting guard, and then Grimes can obviously probably play some small forward. I may make even THT like a half, THT a half small forward as well. We have 2 good power forwards. We have 3 solid centers. Mark Williams can start off in the G League. I'm going to look to sign Seth Curry to a 1-year contract. So this is going to be the 22-23 season. So the year that the Denver Nuggets beat the Miami Heat in the finals. And I'm going to look to get Isaiah Roby as well, just for some more depth pieces. So yeah, we do have that trade exception though. Who knows though? I hope I can use it at the trade deadline. I'm not going to get my hopes up though, as Giannis goes to Orlando. Okay, Jimmy Butler stays in Miami. LeBron goes to the Clippers, so he goes back to LA just to play for the other team as the Knicks replace LeBron with Kyrie Irving. And Jason Tatum goes to the Wizards. Wow. Franz Wagner goes to the Bucks. Yeah, I guess there's some like re-announcing like rights issues because like I saw Giddey was a free agent, Trey Murphy, and Franz Wagner. You're going to get those sometimes in a historic rebuild. Player progression though, we see THT regress, Boucher regress. Yeah, he's getting up there at 32 years old, but I like the squad we have. I still think we could win a championship next year. All right, I really like this rotation that we have right now, and I still have kind of 12 more minutes to give out. So I'm going to go probably 28 to Grimes, 20 to Oubre, We'll do 30 Naz Reid, 35 KP, 35 Brunson, 37 Luka. We'll have Isaiah Jackson, THT, and Chris Boucher off the bench. We have a couple guys that we could throw in there if an injury does occur. I'm going to send Mark Williams to the Texas Legends. System proficiency is 4-star balance. We'll see what we can do this year. Hopefully we could stay relatively healthy and we could maybe make our first playoff run like deep into the, well, I guess we did make it to the conference finals last year or 2 years ago. Last year was our first round exit. So hopefully we can get back towards like the conference finals this year. That sucks to see, though. All right, so we're approaching the trade deadline. We are 33-19 right now. We are the 1 seed in the Western Conference. We're not like that much better than New Orleans or OKC or even Minnesota or Denver, but we're right there, which is good to see. We're pretty good at home. We are 18-9. We do not have the best point differential. We're actually pretty much maybe a fraudulent 1 seed. We're 3rd in scoring. Our defense still isn't great. We're 5th worst in defense. So, I mean, yeah, I guess like I don't know. Luka's been an all defensive caliber guy. I mean, Oubre's got pretty good defensive rating. So does Naz Reid. And then like we obviously have Grimes and Tucker off the bench. I'm not really sure why our defense is this bad. Like I thought it would at least be like middle of the pack in the Western Conference, but it's like towards the bottom. First things first, we are going to extend Naz Reid on a 3-year deal. I'm also going to extend Chris Boucher on the minimum. And just looking here at the points per game, you got a triple double right now for Luka Doncic. There's Porzingis. Brunson probably overpaid in his role currently, but you know what? Is still putting up solid numbers, good efficiency. Naz Reid is an absolute beast. Him and KP in that front court has to be pretty good. Maybe it's not like the greatest rebounding duo, but it's still solid. The only thing I'm debating like upgrading here at the deadline would be like Kelly Oubre's role. And I don't know if we still have that trade exception from Tim Hardaway Jr., but that could come into play here. All right, so I'm going to make this trade with the Charlotte Hornets. We're just going to get better floor spacing out of it. Maybe it's going to hurt our defense even more, but I'm trading basically the Lakers lottery pick for a Clippers lottery pick from Charlotte, and we're giving them Kelly Oubre, and we're getting Corey Kispert. Hey, we knew that the Hornets maybe liked Oubre at one point because he ended up signing with them around this time. So we're 33-19. Let's hope we can win a championship this year. That's still the goal. Damn, towards the end of the season here, Isaiah Jackson breaks his left ankle. He may miss the start of the playoffs. All right, so if we win out, we're going to get 55 wins. And can we beat Minnesota to do so? Yes, we can. And we're going to miss Kristaps for the start of the playoffs, though. Luka Doncic does take home another MVP. He got it back in the 2021 season. This is the 2023 season. Did not average a triple. So the 1 year in this video, he averaged a triple-double. He didn't win MVP, but the other 2 he did. He had a career-high true shooting percentage, though, today. Paolo Banchero, the number 2 pick by Chicago, Rookie of the Year. Triple J won Defensive Player of the Year at the same time he won it in real life, which is pretty cool. Franz Wagner won Most Improved, and Jason Tatum in DC won Clutch Player of the Year. So you got LaMelo, Luka, Jokic, Gideon, Tatum on All-NBA first team. Russ, Shea, Harden, Giannis in Orlando, and Zion on All-NBA second team. And you got Luka Doncic on all defensive second team, okay? All right, so we got Corey Kispert fully healthy for the playoffs. KP is going to miss the first couple games. Is Isaiah Jackson fully healthy? Yes, he is. Let's go. We also have Mark Williams in the wing as well in case we need him. But here was the end of the season scoring. Everybody was pretty much efficient. Grimes was pretty inefficient from the field at 42%, but elite from 3 at 40%. I don't know, man. This team is really good. I'm excited for the playoffs. Obviously, Luka, Brunson, KP are going to play. Oh, no, yeah, because KP's hurt. So Jackson and Reid will get like 28 minutes apiece. We're going to start Kispert. We have Grimes, Horton Tucker, Boucher. We did sign Peyton Pritchard, but I'm not going to play him. I'm going to play probably Mark Williams over him, just so we have some size. All right, so game number 1 against the Clippers. We ended up winning by 6 points. No KP, no problem. Shout out to Brunson there. I mean, yeah, this team does have LeBron James. I forgot about that. I do think we're going to be fine against them in the playoffs. We go up 2-0. Luka just put up a 62-point triple-double. That is insane. That is actually absurd. We do lose game number 3, though. LeBron had 38. We lost by 13. Can we get Kristaps back for game 4? Okay, we get Grimes, like, oh, no, he aggravated an existing injury. God damn it. But game 4, we do end up winning this one. LeBron had 24, 8, and 7, but Luka had 40, 14, and 15. Brunson had 27. He's been playing very well here in round 1. And can we win in 5? Boom, there we go. No KP, no problem. Luka with 37, 18, and 17. It's wild, man. It's wild, the numbers he puts up. And we get Kristaps fully healthy for round number 2. Kemba Walker, the starting point guard on this Rockets team. They actually have a pretty good bench as well. All right, game number 1, a Texas battle here. They win. Oh, by 1 point in overtime. Can we just like win 4 unanswered? That would be great. We win game number 2. Luka with a 39-point triple-double. Game number 3 goes to the Rockets. Luka had a 33-point triple-double. We lost by 3. So our 2 L's against them were by 1 point and by 3. But then we beat them by 15 here. A triple-double for Luka. Can we win game number 5? Please, come on. We ended up losing this one. Luka had a triple-double, and they beat us by 4 in overtime, man. Their wins have been by such little amount of points, which is very frustrating. Come on, game 6, backs against the wall. We got to win this one on the road to force... Oh, man. Man, we just didn't show up. I was going to say to force a game 7, but we just haven't showed up. Yeah, we really need to, like, this has to be, like, a historic comeback if we want to even win this game. We put up 42 in the third, but we gave up 37. That's so bad. Ugh, it's over. We lost by 20. All right, well, didn't win it this year, unfortunately. Shea, Simmons, Conference Finals MVPs, Sixers vs. Thunder, and the Thunder win in 7, so they win back-to-back finals. Josh Giddey is your Finals MVP, so it's funny he's on OKC now. I can't override LeBron's retirement. He does retire as a Clipper. All right, now I'm like debating, do I fire Jason Kidd? It was a little disappointing ending, but I'm not going to do it. Draft lottery time. I don't remember if we have a first round pick. We do. It's going to be at pick number 28. The Celtics with the number 1 pick in the draft now that they don't have Tatum. All right, so I'm going to try to do this trade with the Houston Rockets, the team that eliminated us. So we're going to be getting Saddiq Bey, more of a 3D guy than Corey Kispert is. I do have to give up Taylor Horton Tucker in this trade, which is quite unfortunate because I do like THT a little bit. But yeah, we're going to do this trade. We're going to give them our first round pick later on, that Clippers one. And we're getting Christian Koloko in this deal. Just some more big man depth. Probably make a trade in that department, though. And we were able to keep the 28th pick in this draft as Isaiah Collier goes number 1. Well, that's on me. I downloaded the 2024 draft. This is supposed to be the Wemby draft. Oh, come on. So I'm sorry, Boston. You could have ended up with Wembanyama, but I'm an idiot. So we ended up with Julian Floyd here and Spencer Randall. And you know what is a shame? I did download a 2023 draft, and that's why it's just like different than the one I normally download. So that's unfortunate. Somebody had the 2023 draft or named it that, and it was really the 2024 prospects. That is kind of messed up. So before we get into free agency, let me actually just see who's a free agent. Is Kristaps a free agent? Yes, he is. So we're going to pay him a boatload of money. Like I said, I want to win with the big 3 of Kristaps, Jalen Brunson, and Luka Doncic. So we're going to have to overpay for him. And now that we got Kristaps, I'm like debating if I want him at the 4 spot. Like, I don't need, I mean, like, we could try the Jackson, Koloko, Williams trio. I'm going to make Saddiq Bey a small forward. Because I wouldn't mind Naz Reid coming off the bench. I could get Bol $10 million. Whoa, I could sign Nick Claxton. Yeah, or Daniel Gafford. Let's sign Nick Claxton. Let's give Nick Claxton a 4-year deal, $12 million per year. It's my mid-level exception. What a pickup. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move Kristaps to a power forward. Ooh, he actually goes down. Nah, I'm going to keep him at the power forward spot, and we're going to have... Do I want to do that? Yeah, I think so. We're going to have Kristaps and Naz Reid be the power forward duo, which is really good. His backup position is going to be a center. All right, we're pretty much good relations with the Hornets at the moment. We're going to be sending them Christian Koloko, Julian Floyd, who we just took in the first round, for that Lakers first round pick back, and we're getting Denny Avdia in the trade. So I'm getting another small forward, who I'm going to change his position to that, where he goes up to an 80 overall. All right, so Luka and Kristaps regress. I guess Brunson's never going to get to like the 90 overall I hope to get to, but we have really good depth. Like, this is a really good team. Like, we're going to have Mark Williams and like Chris Boucher not even be in the rotation. It's going to be Luka, Brunson, Bey, Porzingis, Claxton, with Naz Reid, Quentin Grimes, Denny Avdia, and Isaiah Jackson off the bench. Like, that's really good. 4-star balance. I feel like we got to win a championship this year. Like, come on. We have to be there. I feel like we got better in the offseason. I made a ton of moves. Kristaps Porzingis just broke his toe as we are here in the last week of the season. Okay, wait, he's going to be good for the playoffs. I thought he was going to miss at least like the whole round 1 series, but it looks like he's going to be fine. Luka averages a triple-double and gets his 3rd MVP of the video. Kevin Porter Jr. 6th man of the year in Philly. Triple J back-to-back depoys. Keegan Murray wins most improved. And Jason Kidd, coach of the year. That's what I'm talking about. Luka Doncic, all-NBA first team, obviously. So we are the 1 seed in the playoffs. We are fully healthy. Yes, going into it. We're taking on the Golden State Warriors. We are the 1 seed. They're the 8 seed. Luka averaged a triple-double. KP averaged 19. Around 17 and 4.7 for Brunson. Maybe not the player he was. I feel like we got to win it right now, or I'm going to have to like move Brunson. Saddiq Bey was really good. He actually was really good. That was a nice pickup by us. Naz Reid off the bench, amazing. Quentin Grimes off the bench, also amazing. And I really like this team, man. I'm very excited for the playoffs here. Where 2K actually wants to start Grimes over Brunson. Do we try that? Do we like do that? And Brunson could just be the 6th man off the bench and just like be the top scorer there. I don't hate that idea. I do want to start Saddiq Bey though over Denny Avdia. I'm going to go probably Saddiq Bey 30 minutes. Grimes can get 26. We'll do 40 to Luka. We'll do 27 to Claxton. 33 to KP. Naz Reid can get around 20 minutes a night as well. Isaiah Jackson can get around 10. We'll do 1 more to KP. We'll do 3 more to Brunson because Brunson can handle that second unit. They got Keegan Murray there. They got Wiseman. They got Moody. They got Jordan Poole off the bench. Can we please beat them and advance to round number 2? And we sweep them. All right, let's go. We're going to be taking on Minnesota. You have the Lakers and the Nuggets on the other side. So maybe we get to avoid OKC. These were some very good numbers after round 1. Shout out to Saddiq Bey. Can we beat Minnesota, who has D'Lo, Wendell Moore, Anthony Edwards, Jared Vanderbilt, Karl Anthony Towns, Clint Capella off the bench? Please don't lose to them. Please, let's go. We win in 6. Going up against Denver in the conference finals. We should really beat this team. We really should. Luka's just an absolute stud, man. Like, what do you average in round 2? 32, 10, and 12. Kristaps was a beast. All right. Can we please beat Denver? Wait, is Jokic hurt? Oh my goodness. We should win this. We should sweep them if Jokic is hurt. Oh, there goes Nasrid for the year. But we have the depth to withstand that. We go up 3-0. Are we going to win this? Okay, we sweep them. Luka Doncic averaged almost a 30-point triple-double. Going up against the Hornets in the finals. LaMelo, Cade, Chet Holmgren. We know how good their team could be. We're going to be doing it without Nasrid, which is fine. Like I said, we have the depth to withstand it. Game number 1, we lose. Game number 2, we win. 3, we lose. Don't lose 4, please. Mark Williams, you're fine. Okay, we win game 4. Massive game 5 rubber match right here. We need this. Yes, let's go. Can we win in 6? Come on. No, we're going to a game 7. Here we go. Mavericks, Hornets. It's in Dallas. Please don't get blown out. That's like the one thing. It would be so anticlimactic if we do lose this game or get blown out. Losing is fine, but just don't let me get blown out. We're down by 1. We're down by 7. What happened? No. All right, down by 6. Let's try to win this. All right, here we go. We got Luka out there. I think they also have Brandon Miller out there. So maybe like some of these like rookies were just kind of like free agents or we're still on their team. So I apologize for that. Oh no. LaMelo's open. Or no, that was Nick Smith Jr. who missed it. No, Claxton, you couldn't get the rebound over Nick Smith Jr. Pissing me off, man. That is so frustrating. So we're down by 8. We got to score quickly. Claxton's also rocking number 53. Luka, Claxton, pick and roll. That's easy. All right, so we just took a couple seconds off the clock there. Jalen Brunson has 11 and 7. I don't even know who he's guarding Cade. All right, Kristaps is back out there. He's got 24 and 10. Luka's guarding LaMelo. LaMelo's also playing with an injury, and we're really going to lose this. No! He's a sick three-point shooter. That would have been game over. Okay, good rebound there. Kick it up to Luka. Luka, easy money. Nice pass from Sadiq Bey. He's got 25, 9, and 12. 4-point game. Like, holy crap, this is game 7 of the NBA Finals. We really have to ball out here. It's funny because whenever I win, people are like, wow, like, you shouldn't really, like, control it. But whenever I lose, people are like, I'm ass at 2K, which both can be true. But I think it's, oh, no. Miles Bridges, please brick that. I hate you. I hate you in so many ways. All right, we're going to try the KP Luka Doncic pick and pop. We'll see if it works. Okay, that's fine because we got LaMelo guarding KP. Should be an easy and 1. Oh, I needed that to be an and 1 so badly. All right, please, Kristaps, you have to make both here. He's got 25 and 10. I can't believe Miles Bridges hit that 3. That, like, destroyed me. And he's going to miss one, really? That might be game. All right, we're down by 6. We need them to get a quick miss here. Claxton, fine. I don't want to bait them. Okay, that's fine. That's the shot we'll let him take. He missed it. Kick it up to Luka. Beautiful, beautiful. Right back in this. He's going to slam that home. 4-point game. That actually couldn't be more perfect. We scored super quickly. We got that long rebound, and KP found the outlet there to Luka. All right, pick and pop. KP, just help inside. Help inside. KP, get back on him. No way. No way Bridges hits another one. Let's go. Kick it to Luka. Let's go. Let's go. We got to push it. We got to push it. Kick it up to KP. I see you, Grimes, in the corner. I see you, Grimes. Great pass from Kristaps. Grimes from 3. Bang. What a shot. 1-point game. Holy shit, Quentin Grimes. That was electric. All right. I'm helping with Claxton. We're right here. Okay, this is fine. Cade with the ball. Grimes. Great defense. I am perfectly fine with Grimes in here for defense over Jalen Brunson, no, Chet, please. Yes, he missed it. Yes. Okay. Holy crap. Great defense there. LaMelo or Luka with the spin move. Kick that back out to Grimes. Again, pump. How did Luka not jump there? I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Let's slow it down. Let's get this 2 for 1. I just don't want to take a bad shot, you know. KP. Okay. You're fine, KP. You're fine. You got to shoot this. This was risky, but it's over. Cade, it's no problem for KP. We take the lead. I don't want to hear anything in the comments talking about my skill right now. All right. It's not the end of the world if they score because we will get the final shot, but let's get a stop because then I will feel way more confident. LaMelo takes a quick jumper. No good. Get it to Luka. All right. We got to take KP free throws. All right. He went 1 for 2 recently. I hate him. You're 7'3" for what? You can't hit any of these free throws or you're 7'1". It was 1 for 2. They don't have any timeouts though. All right, so just no 3s. If they get a quick 2, they get a quick 2. That's fine. And he gets right by me. All right, well that was easy. So here we go. Can Luka win this game? Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Here we go. We're gonna call a screen from Kristaps. I'm gonna try maybe a jumper. But I didn't really want the screen from that side. All right, let's cross him back. Oh, easy money. Finds Kristaps. 3 seconds to go. I got to take that. 3, 2, 1. Imagine I fouled there. Oh, my God. And we win game 7 of the 2020 2024 NBA Finals. Kristaps can't believe it. We did it with the big three of Brunson, Kristaps, and Luka Doncic. Man, that was electric. Game 7 of the finals, we came back and we won that game. I'm glad I hopped in. That was fun. I actually really like this team as well. I also love that Hornets and their young squad. It's like you got Brandon Miller there, you got Cade, you got LaMelo, you got Chet Holmgren. And yeah, we now won the 2024 finals. If you guys did enjoy this video, feel free to drop a thumbs up. If you guys are enjoying like these what if series, like we just did like a big 3-1 with KD, Harden, and Kyrie. We just did a Mavericks one with Brunson, KP, and Luka. Let me know which one you want to see next in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.